Hashtag
arrest me.
Hashtag stimulus money.
When he is arrested,
with me as their shepherd.
Jamie, pull up that video.
Woo-wee!
No, they didn't.
No.
It's from Billy Madison. That's that guy. I forgot his name.
What is up, everybody? We're on the Nice Dog Podcast. We're your hosts, Austin and Robby. We got Dr. Coxe over here, back on the pod.
Hey everybody, great to be here.
Saving lives every day. That's what doctors do.
We're back.
We survived Cristobal. Is that that hurricane that just passed through Baton Rouge?
Was that the name of it?
Was it Cristobal?
It was
saying that? Yeah.
Cristobal, yeah.
Cristobal.
Okay, is it supposed to be a name? Like, you know, you're supposed to
Yeah, it's a name. Yeah.
Crystal Ball is a name.
It's not Crystal Ball. Well, it's Cristobal. I guess it's the exact
Cristobal.
same. Yeah. It's I think it's like Spanish or something. Like
Okay.
Cristobal.
See, I was
Christopher.
also wondering, like, where did Gustav come from? You know, like, I've never heard have y'all ever met anybody named Gustav?
I actually think I have met a Gustav. Gaston, Gustav.
Gaston was
That's
way
a
different.
different
I've
name.
definitely met a person named Gaston,
Okay.
but I've never met a person named Gustav.
Okay. I've never met a person named Gustav.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. I feel like they're picking these names way out of left field.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Katrina. I actually do know a Katrina.
Yeah,
But-
I know plenty of Katrinas, actually.
Really? You know a bunch?
Yeah, like 3.
All right. Rita's. I know the Frozen Ice. Rita's Frozen Ice.
Rita's Frozen Ice. I'm trying to think of other. They had like Camille way back in the day. That's a popular one.
Yeah, they used to do just like basic
but
ass
they're
names.
running out of names, and eventually they're gonna be calling hurricanes like Elon Musk child.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Yeah.
X-12. Why are we even fucking naming them at this point?
I don't know. I guess they think that these hurricanes are taking on some kind of humanoid form to where that they feel like they really need to get names.
Yeah, I hear they just look at the storm when it's forming, and some bake guy, I guess, goes, "That looks like a Christopher to me."
I think we need to take the same approach with like dog names that we take with hurricane names. Like, there's things that you wouldn't name a dog. I mean, you wouldn't name a human, but you would name a dog, like Sport or something like that.
Spike.
You know, like Fluffy.
Or Buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you think
Spot.
we should name hurricanes like that? Like
Yeah.
dog? Yeah, I like that.
Just
we can
name it like
Shitty.
Or actually, no, I think we should name it like Tree Blaster.
Yeah. Or like
Make it scary.
Wind City.
Yeah, fucking hella wind.
Yeah. Gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Gonna kill you turned into a category 5 today, and some would say it's gonna kill you.
Watch out, number 3.
Dragon Ball Z is making landfall. I don't even know what the fuck is going on, but it's the Nice Dog Podcast.
Up in your ass.
You know what we do? We talk about local stuff. We live in Baton Rouge. That's good. So,
Yeah, it's good, man.
dude, there's this guy that drive through the Target in Hammond.
He drove through the Target.
Shane saw.
Do they have a drive-through?
No, he actually drove through the store.
Drove into the building.
Yeah, no, I drove through CC's today to get a coffee.
Oh yeah. This guy drove. I guess what do you call that? If drive through, it's not a drive through. He drove into.
Oh,
Yeah,
he drove
driving
into the
it.
Target.
Yeah, he drove into the Target. Let's check this out. Damn it, Bobby.
I've heard of a drive-in movie. Oh God, it's blasting. No, it's good.
Did he drive through on purpose, or did he like, he meant to back up and then he just went forward?
We sort of listened to the police report after. He was saying that.
Hey,
I think he was definitely fucked up. It wasn't
Yeah.
like a mistake, like a wholesome
hey,
mistake. He
get
tried
out
to
of the
run
store.
away after.
Get out of the store.
And he's telling people to get out the store, right?
Everybody
Because they
get out
thought
the
it was like
store.
he had explosive devices.
Get out of
Yeah.
the store
What?
now.
Yeah,
Get out of the
he
store,
put
ma'am. You gotta get out of the
unidentified
store.
objects
Get
on
out
the
of
ground,
store.
apparently.
Please get out of the store.
I didn't see it in the
Somebody just
video.
ran through the front gate. Please.
And
over
it was
here.
him?
Come on,
No,
please.
that guy just.
Pretend to be the bystander.
So,
Damn.
Bobby. Hey.
That's his reaction. Hey, Bobby.
Hey!
Can we watch that again?
Hey, Bobby.
Dude, that's
Bobby.
okay. All right, I really want to get that video, make a meme. It's like me pulling up to the party. Hey, buddy.
And like that's such a fucking weird reaction. He's just like looking at his neighbor like he just pulled up in his driveway. Hey, Bobby. But
I think that would have been a great way to disguise himself. If you do something wrong, you should just immediately take out your phone and start filming yourself and be like, dude, some crazy guy just did this.
yeah,
You're like, everybody, you know?
that wasn't me.
Yeah.
How'd he get that shot? He must have like gone through, and then the guy whipped his phone out. And started
Oh
recording
yeah,
the rest.
exactly. Yeah, I mean, he was pretty quick on the draw with the cameras. You know, everybody. He probably had it in his hand already, and he was just like, "Oh, boop, boop."
But I think he hit like the cash register, so he at least went through like the front door.
Yeah, you
And
know, that's a
he-
good like. You had to like, turn a little.
Yeah,
bit,
so
I
that
feel
gave him
like.
time to pull out his phone.
Yeah.
I want to see the front of the store. How do you drive through those glass doors? Or did they open up for him? You know? I wonder if you drive up to those glass doors with a car that they open up for you and he just slowly drove through them. You know, like Walmart doors, like I'm talking about?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Target's got
yeah.
those
Isn't
balls.
that what it's
Probably
for?
for that reason. Like, yeah, we've had this happen before. Like, I don't know how he got through the balls.
We've had people trying to drive through Target
It
before.
happens all the time. There's something about the red color just makes him really angry.
The Target. I can't control myself.
I'm popping off. I actually, you know, you watch all these police chase videos, and you never really see anybody get away because what I'm thinking is, okay, so you got a police chase, you got a police officer on your back. Like, unless you're in just like some super crazy fast car, they're gonna be able to probably keep up with you.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna get air support, get a chopper on your ass, and then
Do they do that still?
get a helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
For
I
sure.
mean, if it's available, like, you know, I don't think that they can like always do it, you know.
Yeah.
But definitely, they got police choppers, so they'll just fly. Then once the police chopper's on you, like, you can't go anywhere. Well, I was watching like live PD the other day, and it was in like Slidell or something like that, and the guy he's driving, like, he's whipping his like some old truck, but he's whipping it. I'm telling you, like, this guy is hitting drifts around the corners and stuff. I'm like, wow, this guy's doing good. But then he turns down the street, and it's like a cul-de-sac. I'm like, all right, you
fucked
just
up, bud.
played yourself.
Yeah.
All right, this is what this guy does. He goes to the end of the cul-de-sac, through somebody's front of the fence, like on the side of their house, out the back, through a metal fence, through a ditch, and then hopped on the interstate. And then, like, they're interviewing the cops, and they're like, yeah, we were unable to follow him. Like, our vehicles would have gotten destroyed, and right now he is at large.
Damn.
I was just like, you go, man. Like, if you can successfully get away from the cops, that's some really good driving skills right there.
Yeah, a lot of the cops don't, like, I'm sure those cop shows don't put all the times they don't get the people on like on TV or on
exactly.
YouTube, right? So I'd love to see, like, I bet it's like, you know, 40% of them get away.
The funniest thing is I've seen the video of a motorcycle and a cop car's following it, and they're just on the interstate, and he doesn't even go that fast, but he's definitely not pulling over. So then he gets into the lane like he's about to exit, so the cop does too. And then he gets into this lane, and then the cop gets over. And then right at the last second, he just goes, "Vroom," and it's too late for the cop to get over, and then he's just like flipping the cop off. I was just like, oh, dude, that was just, yeah. You know, sometimes it doesn't take speed. It takes agility, you know, a little bit of strategy.
Smarts. Street smarts.
Yeah, because the people that I see get away, it's not like you're just going to go so fast like, oh, I can't see him anymore. No, you're going to have to make that turn at the right exact moment and get away.
Yeah, you're right. It's not about the speed. I know you love cop videos. You're always
Dude,
telling
I
me
watch
about
cop
watching. So
videos
you
all
talk
the
to the right
time.
guy. Nick is always watching those cop videos. I'm like catching him like, are you listening? He's just fucking- he's on YouTube live, and you heard me. And yeah, that's hilarious though. I forgot I was gonna say something. Never mind.
Well, a lot of the time speed won't help you, but have y'all seen there's one video where this, I don't know, it was like a Charger that was souped up, and it outran the helicopter. And they're like, yeah, it's like, this is a really, like, you know, intense lens we got here, but he's 8 miles away. We're losing track of him. He's gone. He's in the other state. And they just they're just like, yeah, we can't keep up with it. And
Wow.
the cops, like the cars
Damn.
were like they had been gone for like 40 minutes.
I feel like that helicopters are like really fast.
This car was faster. I'm sure that we can find the video. But yeah, no, it's like
How fast is a
Car
helicopter?
outruns helicopter.
uh,
Jesus Christ.
Jamie, pull up that video.
Dude, okay.
Oh, I was just gonna say real quick that like that was a good point that those cop shows never show the guys getting away. Have you
Rarely.
have you ever seen that on one of those cop shows? The criminals actually getting away.
I've never seen it on like a live PD or anything like that.
No,
Yeah.
they don't really show
they
that.
have-
Yeah.
Is live PD on YouTube like an actual live feed? That's what I want to see. I want to see like live feed on a chat.
Does
on a
it
cop
have
show.
No,
live on the
I
YouTube
think that
button?
it's just. I think it's like a marketing gimmick.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, this is live. At one point in time, it was live. You know,
It's not live.
Yeah.
It's recorded.
Here we go.
Yeah.
It depends on the model of helicopter the law enforcement aviation department has, but let's say at least 100 knots, which is 115 miles an hour, up to maybe 140 knots. So you could do the math. That's how
Thanks,
fast.
Cora. You can do the math. What the fuck? No, we're on a podcast right now. I don't have time to take out my fucking TI 98 and do this shit right now. So wow, really helpful. But okay, so about 115. There's definitely cars that can
Cars
go faster than that.
for sure.
So-
you just gotta get the
Like
you know,
almost any car can do that.
consistently on the interstate.
No, not maybe. I don't know. At least most cars can at least go 100 miles an hour.
For sure.
Yeah.
Dude, I used
Like
to
most
drive
cars,
mine.
like
It at
top
least
out at
says
like
that.
100. Yeah.
I always saw
I was
that
like,
on
I've
the-
never tried it.
Yeah, I always see it on the odometer, like, one day.
Dude, no, the first thing I do whenever I get a car, I'm going to that the Blue Bonnet extension right there and just pushing that baby to the
Really?
limit.
Extension.
Yeah, and then like, your steering wheel's
Next to
like
all those soybeans and shit, yeah.
You're like, okay.
I
Yeah.
took my 99 Civic out there one time. Out towards there. We went like 115. I had never been more terrified in my life. Like,
Yeah, oh,
I
that's
was like,
scary.
all right, hit it, and I just immediately slowed down. It's terrifying.
Damn.
Those little cars that start shaking
Yeah.
like that on like gravel roads.
Dude, I think 90 is the most I've got on my car.
Really?
Yeah.
You should go. You should hit that 100 mark.
Okay,
Yeah.
y'all heard it here. When I get in a car accident, you should really
Robbie
hit that
was going
100 mark.
100 miles an hour down the interstate.
We hear the Nice Dog podcast influenced.
And I don't even drink Coronas.
Dude, no, my friend used to have this sports car, and I was just at this party, and then I'm like drinking, having a good time. He shows up, and he's like, "What's up, man? Hey, you want to come take a ride?" Like he had just done all these engine upgrades and shit. I was like, "Fuck yeah!" So, like we pull out of my neighborhood, we're on Nicholson, and then he just like blasts it, and I'm just like pinned back to the seat. I'm like, "Holy shit!" And then I'm just like look over, I'm like, "How fast we're going?" 130, dude. We were going
Oh
130.
my
I was
God.
like, wow, this is just, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
It's gotta be fun.
Yeah.
You could outrun a police helicopter.
Oh, 100%. At 130, you're outrunning a police helicopter all
yeah,
day, baby.
a slow driver.
He was like drifting it around the cul-de-sacs and
Oh
stuff.
my
It was
God.
beast.
That's awesome.
I have a cousin who does all that shit. He drag races and shit, and like does the what do you call it when you spin out? I forget the word.
Donuts?
No, well, yeah, those things. He does that. He does that like in a competition. And one time he just like there's a video of him. He was going around like 4 times. And on the 4th lap, he just slams into the side of a wall
Oh.
and like gets out and is like dazed and shit. But yeah, no, he made it. He was cool. He was
Dude,
cool.
I feel like that I would be less worried about myself, and I just don't want to fuck up the car. You know what I
he was-
mean?
He was
Yeah.
pissed. He's like, dude, I don't know how I'm gonna get the money to make this car better. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know what I'm gonna do. And like 2 weeks later, he was back in it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Pushing your car to the max right there.
Yeah.
If
for
there's a
real.
will, there's a way, baby.
Speaking of pushing it to the max, we got some local vandals in Baton Rouge that set fire to the large American flag hanging outside of that law firm on Perkins Road that's kind of across from the Pennington. It was the Moore and Hunter law
wow.
firm. And the vandalism says resign with the Moore circled. So these people thought that this was the district attorney's office. It's not. So
It's just another
it's
Moore?
just another Moore that practices law. And these people were trying to make a statement or whatever.
Dude, what the? Oh my
They also
God.
burned the flag.
They did.
And then they vandalized Ivar's as well. I think that's on the
Wow, Ivars.
because I think they said that he hangs out there. Hiller.
That doesn't make any sense. He hangs out. So you vandalized the place he hung out with. He hung out in. Hung out in.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Doesn't really make any sense to me. I feel like these people are
They
just
really fucked up-
uninformed. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
they
sure that
really
you can
fucked
just
up-
look up like the district attorney's office on Google. I'm sure it would come right up. It's not like that's hidden information. You know what I mean? That's right by my dentist.
Yeah, I don't know how you fucked that up so bad.
I don't know.
Like, if you're going to commit vandalism, at least make sure that's the right place.
Well, maybe he's just like, I mean, people get what I'm trying to say here, so all I have to do is do
Yeah.
it right here.
That's what
And,
they
like,
did to
The district
Ivar's.
attorney's office is far away. I don't need to go
Racist.
that far.
Do something.
What's the circle and then the A? Was it racist
so the
and
that-
then fucked up?
That's
Anarchist?
anarchy
Is
symbol.
that what that means?
Yeah. Oh my god. Wow. Haven't been to Ivar's in a while, you know, but I'm sure they weren't too happy about that. Yeah, I feel like that if I pulled up there though, I'm like, all right, let's go to Ivar's. I'm gonna get me a little patty melt, and then I pull up and it's just like racist. Do something. I'll be like, shit, man, I'm going somewhere else. You know,
I'd be like, nice, that food's good in there.
they're racist. Their food's probably sick, dude.
Dude, if you're racist, you make a damn good burger. Racists know how to make a bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's a well-known stereotype.
Yeah.
I mean, think of all the barbecue in the South.
Right, exactly.
It comes from a racist grill. I'm not hitting the drops today that well.
I'll try to help you out.
Ooh,
Makes
yeah,
sense.
Daddy, give it to me like that.
See, like in that situation, that was referring to the drops that you're telling to give it to. Like
Oh, yeah,
I'm
that was
giving
the
you the
board
drops.
speaking like, ooh, daddy, give
Like
it to
he's
me.
yeah, like he wants me to do more drops. Like
Tigers! Go Tigers! Go Tigers! Go Tigers!
Yeah.
You did that for a Hot Pocket?
Yes. All that for Hot Pocket.
You broke into a bank for a Hot Pocket.
Hot Pocket.
That was from last week's episode. Hot Pocket.
mad respect to that fucking madman, dude. That mad lad
Yeah.
that broke into a bank to heat up his hot pocket. 1,000 IQ play, man. That's an 1,000 IQ play right there.
Smart man.
Do it.
Dude, no, that's what. Like, yeah, he probably had the devils on his shoulders. Like, yeah, you don't need to fucking, you don't need to eat that hot pocket right now.
Go find another microwave.
Look, go put it in some tinfoil and stick it in the sun, and it'll be ready in like 2 days. And the other guy was like,
Do it.
And he was like, pepperoni? I gotta. So moving on to some world news, though, I know we talked about like that on another podcast before. We talked about how the protesters were adopting Hong Kong strategies, but this is showing how Portland adopted that pepper spray tactic that we're seeing. So,
oh, where they're putting them in the cones and dousing it with
and
water.
they douse it with water. So check this shit out.
Deploying Hong Kong tactics here. Deploying Hong Kong tactics here to stop these tear gas grenades from gassing both protesters and from gassing vehicles.
That'd be a great job.
So
Imagine
again,
you go down there and do
and you
that.
can see how effective
That's good
it
work.
is.
That's good work.
That
You don't have to take
grenade
a side
would
either.
have
You
dispensed a
just,
significant amount of tear
You
gas.
just don't want gas.
And
yeah, you just don't want it
instead,
to be gas. You don't want people
it
to be
was
gas.
stopped, and a lot of
Dude, that
motorists
works
were
so
stopped from
good.
being
Yeah,
gassed
that's-
like the woman we
I've been
saw
playing a lot of
earlier.
Rainbow Six
So-
Siege, and it's like,
Gas.
well, I mean, people have different gadgets and abilities,
Yeah.
and you gotta like diffuse them and stuff. I feel like that's just like a very good tactical play. The cops are just like probably like, fuck. Wait, have you seen the video? Wait, did we watch it on the podcast where the guy like throws the tear gas canister and the guy just like punted it like right back at him?
No.
And it was like such a perfect kick. And like, I don't know.
He was like, fuck.
Dude, like literally the guy, the police like throws it at him, and the guy just like boots it, and it like literally like hits the police officer.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it was sick. So yeah, maybe if you work on your soccer skills,
Your soccer skills?
yeah,
They shouldn't have all soccer players in the front line kicking them back
Right.
like that. Yeah.
Mhm. A bunch of people with a good
Gotta
foot
get
at the front of the line.
organized.
dude.
All right.
Wait, is it happening in Lebanon or is this a separate thing?
Kicks.
Yeah,
Oh!
see,
Oh! Those are soccer players
yeah,
too.
that's exactly what I was talking about.
Must have hurt the kick.
Yeah, I'm sure it didn't feel good, but if you hit it right on the top of your foot,
If you had
Probably
steel-toed
alright.
boots, maybe he had it.
Yeah, some good
There's
boots
ways
or
to do it.
something.
Yeah, or maybe you just take it and you're like this.
dude, there's
worth it.
protesting going on everywhere. They got protesting in Mexico. They got protesting in Hong Kong.
The
They got,
Netherlands.
Yeah.
I saw that.
dude, it's fucking it's wild out there, man.
Yeah, you can.
Then we got this storm. That's the fucking I don't know.
Cristobal.
Yeah, it's so stupid, dude. Like my friend got his flight delayed. Trey was supposed to be on the podcast. He's getting his flight delayed, and it's not even raining right now.
Nope, it's not even raining, but my board went off.
Where do I plug this into?
I'll fix it real fast. Don't worry about it. But, Cristobal wasn't that bad. Not for us, at least. But I hear Mississippi's fucked.
Dude, the Mississippi has been high for a long time. You been over to the levee?
Yeah, I've seen the levee.
Dude, what do you? We've been on a flood warning for like months now.
Months?
Dude, literally like months.
We were on one for like 6 months last year too. It was a crazy amount of time. I mean, we're always at a flood warning, so it kind of loses its like severity.
But it's around that time. I was talking to somebody about this, but like since a big hurricane, like I can just feel it coming up. Like it's been around like 10 years, Like the last biggest one to hit Baton Rouge, the really biggest one would be like Gustav.
Gustav was crazy. I remember Gustav.
And it was pretty nuts. And that was like what? When was Gustav?
2008.
Yeah, 2008 or something.
Yeah.
So that's like a good amount of time.
When was Katrina?
2005.
And then Rita was like 2 seconds afterward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it comes in chunks like that. It comes in like those
Like an
type of
active season?
periods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I'll say is that if the levee's broke in Baton Rouge, the first house to get fucked is mine.
You're safer than you think. You're safer than you think. There's neighborhoods in before you that are really fucked because I was living in that neighborhood in the 2016 flood.
Yeah.
So it didn't go over the levee at the 2016 flood, but it was still really bad.
Dude, how did it
Remember
not
that?
go over? Dude, oh my God, do you remember that shit?
Do you remember the 2016 flood? That was some crazy
Yeah,
shit.
I had to paddle down Millerville like in a kayak. I went to go rescue some cats, and it was fucked. It was crazy. Like there was no cops nowhere. Like everyone was just trying to like get their shit and go.
Oh my
People
God.
were
Dude, we were
freaking
like
out.
stuck in our house, like, oh my, yeah. I mean, you're driving up through streets with like on my hood, like water up to the doors on like your
You're still
windows.
driving through that?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my
because,
God.
I mean, I had to get out of the house. It was like, all right, it's either now or never. Because I kept on being like, it's gonna be all right.
It'd be all right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be all right. And I was like, okay, it's getting pretty high. We should either get the fuck out of here now. So like, yeah. I don't know. That was wild, man.
That was a wild time.
Wouldn't it? I mean,
and that was the Cajun Navy, and we all came together. That was
you don't look back on it necessarily fondly, but you do kind of like. It was a nice time.
Yeah, there was like some unity.
It was exciting. Yeah. So I look forward to the hurricanes, and
Really?
I don't want people to get like killed or anything, and
Yeah.
that a good hurricane.
You know
a
what-
strong hurricane that's like memorable usually kills people. But
yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean,
what are you gonna do? It's a good time.
bittersweet. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's bittersweet.
You're
I mean,
surrounded by
yeah.
death all the time.
That's
You're
just
a
the thing
doctor.
about people in Louisiana. You're gonna make the best out of the current situation.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you're gonna have your quarantine crawfish boil
Yeah.
and your
hurricane parties.
your hurricane party,
Hurricane
and
parties are fun.
just fucking. I mean, pretty much just use every weather event as an excuse to get fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think the thing you like about it is like when the hurricanes happen, everyone gets all like down to earth. Nothing really matters anymore except, saving your cats from a flood and stuff. You realize the things that are important to you. Like
Yeah, well, see,
weed.
that's a good excuse to stay home and not go to school. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
The streets are flooded.
But I
And
was
talk
listen-
about snow days, flooded streets.
dude. I was listening to this thing last night about the model that they're using for like this whole like stay at home lockdown order was like this school. It all came from this school project that this girl was doing, where they were just using this computer model that like and they're trying to figure out like disease that goes on. How it's gonna spread, whatever, throughout a community, and then it's like they're like, oh, if we keep everybody home, then nobody will get the virus, and then it's
Okay.
like, okay, like yeah, I guess that makes sense, but it's like, are you just gonna stay home forever? Because like computer simulation, they can do that and they'll be fine, but like you're not taking anything else into account,
Yeah.
like also you're not taking people like. The infinite ability for humans to be able to adapt to like a disaster or a tough situation, like there's no way that you can program that into a computer.
No. There's no way you can possibly know the future or know how if
Like,
this happens, how people are going to react and
Or the
the
ingenuity
outcome.
that they're going to use, like
Yeah.
taking at-risk people, maybe moving them to somewhere else, like quarantining them, whatever. Like people would figure it out. But yeah, I think that I don't know. I don't think that this lockdown thing is like at this point now with all these protests and everything that are going on. They're like, all right, you have to stay locked down unless you're protesting with like 1,000 other people. Then it's okay. Like, all right, I'm like, okay. At this point, we just need to like just say fuck it, like, and stop with like all this. I mean, like Los Angeles is like locked down for like another 2 months or something like that. Wisconsin just their Supreme Court passed a hearing, whatever they made a judgment that said that the lockdown is like illegal and the government doesn't really have the authority to like shut down businesses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's like starting a precedent, which I think is probably true. It probably is like constitutional. Like, well, I mean, not that anybody gives a fuck about the Constitution anymore, but
you can at least argue that still.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just think that it's just at this point, I'm just like, fuck it. Like, okay, because this is the thing. Now people are back out at the bars, they're back doing stuff, and I'm at my job. And basically the only difference is I have to wear a fucking mask and I can't talk to people. And I'm like, you know, all right, nobody's looking. Hey, yeah, what's up, dude? Like, blah, blah, blah. Because it's literally rude to like talk to people. You're like, oh, hey, you want some Tito's in that? Or like, and they're like, what? And there's music playing. It's just so stupid. So it's like, it's all optics too. Yeah. You know, because I don't have the coronavirus, so I'm not going to give it to you. I'm using hand sanitizer and whatever. So yeah, I don't know. Just now we just have to pretend like we're doing something whenever you're not doing something.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
I mean, because no one that you're serving is wearing a mask, right? Or almost
no
one,
right?
Not
no a single
point.
person.
You're making such a small difference in the transmission potential. Like you know, the 15 servers that are there out of what 200 people, or I mean, it's probably less now, but there's still so many people in the place.
We'll have like, you know, like, maybe like 10 people working and probably like, a couple hundred people, I think is the capacity now. And
that's not doing much good.
But that's the law, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're right. It's all about optics, about people. People just need to be a little more reassured. And so like, this is the way that they can kind of be reassured enough to go out and have a good time and like make themselves feel safe when it's not really, it's probably not doing as much good as you want it to do, and you think it is.
Yeah, no, definitely.
You
but
stupid
also, I guess
bitch.
it's good, you know, that we're having these problems. We're talking, like, complaining about, like, you know, how stupid it is instead of being like, damn, dude, sucks all of our friends died. Like,
yeah. Well, the crazy thing is, the more...
Man, Shane was a really good guy. You know? I hate to see him go.
But it's just, it doesn't seem like it's that deadly anymore. You know, it used to be, and they've never said more than like 3%, which is already insanely low. But now
it was
it's like 1%.
It was like a bad flu season. Like,
I mean, and even if it's a little worse than a bad flu season, it doesn't seem. I haven't known anyone to get it. I've known a couple people to get it. I have known no one that went to the hospital, and I definitely don't know anyone that died.
Dude, same. I know one person that got it and they survived, but like just from staying at home.
Tom Hanks got it, and he's like 60 something.
Right.
So Tom Hanks is strong enough to get through it.
Yeah. Whoa.
He looks fine.
Forrest fucking Gump, man, he's a war hero, dude. Chill out. He got shot in the ass for our country, man, and showed it to the president.
Shit,
So,
Forrest Gump.
I don't know, man. I think I was freaked out the first like month or so, and then like just as time's gone by, and like nothing's like blown up.
Right.
Nothing's gotten crazy.
Well, I was interested to see what would happen with all these protests. I'm like, all right,
we'll find out in another week.
This is the real test. You know, this is the real test of if it's like, if we're good or not. I think.
Yeah, I always said there was gonna be another spike, but with all these protests,
definitely
it's not.
Yeah,
it's not there.
Louisiana has a slight increase in the rate, but that's kind of. I mean, we relaxed the restrictions.
Yeah,
so
I mean that doesn't have to be. Well, yeah, I mean.
Could be not related to protest.
Right.
Yeah.
Or well, no, probably not. I mean, I don't think our protests are big enough. I think people just went back to work. Like 2 years ago, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man.
But you know what people did during the quarantine was y'all watch Tiger King or whatever?
No.
Y'all didn't watch that?
2-3 episodes.
I watched the first
cool.
episode.
It was cool.
Well, just a little update since they didn't expect this to happen, but Carol Baskin actually got Joe Exotic's zoo. So she, in the end, the crazy cat lady won. Hate to spoil it for you, but this was recent development.
Was she the good, like,
No,
would you
she's
want to
fucking
root for her, or is
crazy.
she crazy?
No,
I
she's
think
fucking
she was
pretty
definitely
insane.
The whole thing was full.
She was definitely the antagonist.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seemed pretty crazy. Joe Exotic?
Yeah, but she seems
worse.
Crazy, yeah.
She's oh man.
Well, she apparently like got her husband killed.
Fed him to lions.
Yeah. But and because like she's talking in like one of the interviews and she's like, well, I guess if you wanted a cat to eat somebody, you could use some sardine oil.
Yeah.
And then like apparently like they found like sardine oil or something like that, and like
Oh man.
it's like okay, yeah, this bitch definitely killed her husband. And dude, her like new husband is just like there's literally a picture of him like with a collar, like wearing like some leopard print, and like she's holding it. Like he is just like
the biggest, what do you call that? Cock
yeah.
ever. Like that man, if we could pull that picture up of him on the beach with a Shane's like, I fucking hate my job. But he has like a collar and leopard print on. They definitely get their weird freak on in bed. Like,
Yeah, like the kitty.
purr for me. Yeah.
I just gotta think they're not doing that. They look too gross and too old to be doing that.
Oh, dude, they're
I know
definitely
people
doing
have
it.
sex all the time.
They're
but,
definitely
like,
doing it.
Oh man. You ever think you're
You
gonna get to
got
a
to
point?
legalize it.
Oh, we want to listen to that voicemail we got?
Oh, voicemail.
We got a voicemail that came in. We told our viewers that the doctor was coming on.
Is it a voicemail from me?
Dude, is this that same bitch that called in last time?
I'm calling the Nice Dog podcast again. I've heard you have a doctor on this week. Yes, my husband Jenkins, his testicles have grown inside of his body. And I would like to know how we can fix this. They've become infected and they're quite bulgy testicles. I say, Jared, put your testicles back out of your body. And he goes, no. So, how do we fix this problem? Thanks.
So apparently he's got some testicles inside of him.
His testicles are inside of his body. I've
His
had
own
this happen
testicles.
before.
Terrifying experience, isn't it?
Yeah, you're
not
like,
not fun.
You're like, oh.
not both at the same time, but like one. You know, like it just disappears. Like holy shit. You're like,
You have to,
okay.
you'd be like, all right, you can't freak out. You have to think
Yeah.
about, like, all right, what can I do?
What did I do with it?
Where did it go? I misplaced it.
Did I give it to someone on loan? Like, man, I was that fucked up last night.
No, I've had that moment where you're really freaking out. Like, oh, where is it? Where is it?
So, what would you recommend?
Testicles outside of the body.
Yeah, inside of the
And
body.
he said they're also infected and bulgy.
Oh man.
I'm pretty sure she said that.
Testicles inside of the body, infected and bulgy. I mean, I think it's just amputation, right? You just got to insert. You just take a scalpel. And
He's an
just
old
shove your
guy
hand.
too. You know, he doesn't really need
He
it.
might not
in
survive
there.
surgery.
I'm surprised they hang so low on old guys anyway.
Oh,
You'd think
gosh.
they would be like not all the way inside the body.
Yeah, usually I've been to the sauna, dude. I used to go to the sauna, the gym whenever at Callaway's, you know. And man, those old guys, they'd be sitting in there was a hot tub and the steam room. Like they'd just be. I'm always a towel guy in the steam room, but they're just hanging dick in the tub, man, all together in a fucking little hot tub, just hanging dick. Like
Jesus.
that's
Is
like,
that weird?
That's fucked
I mean,
up.
it's definitely weird now. Should that be a weird thing?
I
I
definitely
guess
haven't-
not, dude. You know, but
No.
it's weird for me, like because they
weird
have
for me,
big,
yeah.
you know, gray pubes, like fucking to their knees.
Does it
And
terrify you because that's what you're gonna be? Like as long as you
no,
survive
I just
that long?
I don't know, man. You don't want to look at that. It's not easy on the eyes.
It's not.
You
Why-
know.
I feel like it's like. It's
I think it's written in our genes not to like that,
don't know,
like
man.
not to like old scrotum.
I mean, I don't like old scrotum.
scrotum.
I don't like new scrotum. You know, I don't. I like
But
my
no,
scrotum's
my thing
okay to
is,
look
I
at,
don't
but it's
mind.
not-
I don't mind new scrotum. Like a little baby's donker, that doesn't affect me. Like you know, if they have a little baby that's changing a diaper or something, I'm not looking at me. but I'm saying like those don't like that doesn't matter and stuff. But an old one that gets me down.
Get you
Like-
down. Why does it get you down?
Because it's like a receding penis. It's like, oh, that penis is never gonna, you know, make love again. That penis is
Yeah.
never gonna like, you know, achieve its dreams. That penis is on its way down. But
you
a new
empathize,
penis,
don't
it's
you?
like, yeah, it's like,
And then I mean, you can't help but think like that's what I'm gonna be. You know, I feel. Are you just uncomfortable with the thought of having to be that person? So you're just like, it's never gonna happen. I'm just gonna ignore it.
I don't think I think
Or is it
that too
something you
deep
should
into
face?
it. It's like
I think it's just it's like I think it's more of like the way I could put it is, all right, you listening to some like Debussy, some classical music. You're just like, wow, this is just such a great piece. It's well put together. It just sounds really good to my ears. And then you listen to like some Limp Bizkit, and then you're like, wow, dude, this sounds like shit. And then you put that into like visuals, and that's like the difference between the scrotums.
An old man scrotum is like a Limp Bizkit song. It's just not. It's not satisfying. It's kind of unpleasant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or like, just like a dish, Like,
I like that. I
Oh,
like that analogy.
Yeah. Well, okay. If they were young guys or younger guys,
like if they're
would
the
that be
same age
better,
as me,
or would you still be uncomfortable? They're the same age as you. Yeah.
Yeah, like they're just my buddies. Like, that's not as jarring, because
Okay.
it's like
All
that
right.
just looks like mine, Like
I'm cool. Yeah. So it's like it's not a gay. It's not weird or gay.
It doesn't
it's just,
throw you
No.
off as much.
because
Yeah.
especially at the gym, that was a different culture, because it's just like open showers, like you don't have a towel around you while you're taking a shower,
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I
true.
mean?
What if you were at a spa and it's like it's a very natural spa and some people come here to just
Be naked.
sauna and naked and then
Yeah, that's cool.
it's different from like guys that just worked out and they came and they stuck their nasty ass bodies with no underwear in this pool of water that I'm gonna have to sit in too.
Yeah, but you got like chlorine and stuff, and then in
Yeah.
the steam room, you just like you get that eucalyptus oils, and then you dilute it with water and you spray it in there, so it like you can like spray it on the seats, and it's got like some antibacterial properties and stuff like that. I'm so popping off. You're good. I mean, you got to watch out for like athlete's foot and shit like that, but that's the gym, man. It's a tried true. The locker room, the football locker room. Everybody's in there. Football, get you with a rat tail on the ass,
Sure. I'm gonna have to try that one.
Yeah.
Like, why is that guy on the team again? He's so weird about that. He keeps hitting us. What if there was an age cutoff? Like, you can be naked in the shower. I really feel strongly about this topic. So, what if it was like 50 years old? You gotta stop 50, or if you have like some weird disease, you can't.
No, I
can't
think
do it anymore.
No, I think that you have to have the old guys in there because it's part of the experience. Because then you and all your friends leave. You're like, dude, that old guy's ball sack was so low. It's funny. That was a little uncomfortable, And then you have a good laugh about it, and then you talk about it on a podcast like 5 years later.
I feel like seeing that visual as a young person is actually very informative, because what if you go your whole life and you don't realize that your balls just drop when you hit 50, and like it's more of a public health concern. Like, what if when you hit 50, everyone has the same question, like, why do my balls get so low? It's like, well, sir, you obviously weren't exposed at the right age to what happens.
Yeah, it is natural.
It just reminds me of Bad Grandpa whenever he has the fake ball sack that's hanging out of his legs and he's at the bar and he's like,
I've never seen that.
Dude, oh my God. That is just fucking...
There's poor people for that show, man.
I think that's my favorite type of show, like, a Borat or a Bad Grandpa, where it's basically just... they go out and they just like trick people. You know what I mean? And people think that it's one thing, and it's not. They get bamboozled. They get fucked over, and that's just like the funniest thing. Is that you're like, I'm in on the joke, but that guy's not. Like,
the whole world is, but they're not.
Dude, I wouldn't be able to keep up. I wouldn't be able to like stay in character like that. There's no way. I feel so bad for him.
Fucking hell.
Dude, imagine Borat, like when he runs in that huge room.
Dude, he goes and takes a shit at a dinner party in a bag and comes downstairs and is like, where do I put this? And they're like, oh my God. Dude, he started a fucking riot at the rodeo, bro. Like, he's like, yes, that was 100% real. And like, because there was an article written about it at the time that I looked at, and they're like, what's his name?
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah, Sacha Baron Cohen. His latest stunt, blah blah blah, possibly for like a new picture that we don't know of yet. And I'm like, and you can go and read it. And like, dude, they almost got like they had to get the fuck out of there. They started writing it because he's like, Kazakhstan is the greatest country in the world.
Yeah.
All of the other countries are run by little girls. And this is in fucking like George Bush, like fucking.
Everyone's got cowboy
we're
hats.
over there. We're like killing. We're the like nuke the sand, like make the sand glow. That was like back then, so everyone was raging.
I had an uncle back then that was like, I don't understand, we can't just go nuke them all. And then all the rest of the family was like, Jerry, you can't you can't do that. You can't just blow it up like that. Like, why not? It seems like it's an easy idea. Like, I could do that. I make a decision. And we're like, we can't do that.
Dude, so as the places that we nuked in Japan, are those like, is it good now? Like, are people living there? Or like, is it just like kind of fucked forever?
Nagasaki.
Nagasaki,
and
Hiroshima.
Yeah.
I'll say Iwo Jima.
Hiroshima.
It was Hiroshima. Yeah, it is Hiroshima.
Oh, those are the two.
Yeah.
We got two nukes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think it's all good now.
Okay.
It's not like Chernobyl where it's like fucked for.
But the
ever.
nukes now are like way crazier though.
I think they're more powerful. Yeah, we haven't like. I actually have no idea how powerful they are. They got to be more powerful.
Dude, that guy, you know the guy that got nuked twice? He was like at the first place, and then like he got nuked, and then like his family was like at the other city, so he's like, oh, let me go check my family, and then he runs over there and he gets nuked again. And he's like, oh, he's like, what the fuck?
He made it.
So you had a bad day.
You got nuked twice. Oh man. How about a little what in the fuck? It's your favorite segment. Well, it's not your. It's your second favorite segment. It's where we show you that something that's gonna make you say. What in the fuck? First up, handcuffed dolphin dives into a car running away from cops. So this guy's trying to get away from cops. He's handcuffed. How is he gonna hop in the car? Oh, there he goes. Hold up. He goes, hold up. Can we watch
Dude,
that?
I didn't know. I didn't think he was gonna make it in there
Yeah.
with
He
based
missed
off
the
of his
first
first
one, yeah.
jump, but his second jump was flawless, man.
The
I
first
can't
of
believe
it.
you had time to reposition like that.
That's crazy.
But the license plate. Look at it.
Oh, my bad. He said, let's go.
Dude, I love how the police officer still runs away and he's like, just like thwacks it on the bumper for good measure. Like, what is that gonna do? You know, like. Oh yeah, that's gonna stop him. Thwack his spoiler real good with your nightstick.
Shoot. This one's kind of fucked up, but California man arrested after police allegedly find him consuming remains of a 90-year-old grandmother.
Ooh. So that's illegal, huh?
I think you need a permit for it, but it's like a ridiculous price.
Yeah.
No one does it.
They only let like one person a year get the tags for a human.
Some
So
guys
that's
are
pretty
just
fucked.
waiting for their time.
Yeah,
like,
it's
oh my
a
god,
it's
10
a
years I'm on
lottery.
the waiting list.
And once you get it, once you eat it that one time, you get the lust.
And you
know?
never go
And then-
back.
That's like
Yeah.
a threat to keep your parents in line. Like,
Yeah.
I swear to God, once you die,
I'm
put
gonna
you on-
fucking eat you.
No funeral.
That's how like praying mantises are or something, right? There's some insect that like the mother eats them or something like that.
I think
it's the praying mantis like kills and eats the guy
mate
after
or
they
something,
fuck it.
Yeah, after they fuck, that's kind of like.
You think they know about it?
Do you think they talk about it? Like, you know, I'm gonna have to kill you after this, huh?
And they're like, yeah, kill me. Dude,
I don't know.
stick
Ooh,
bugs were always the scariest. I heard like if you get sprayed in the face by a stick bug, like you're fucked.
I remember hearing that. Yeah.
Dude, and like you would see them sometime, and like they were just
It'd
lit,
freak you
but
out,
like,
yeah.
dude, that would freak you the fuck out.
It's just a stick.
Yeah, but I remember hearing that growing up too. Like they'll burn your hand off. Or
yeah,
something,
like it'll
something
like
crazy.
spray you in the eyes and you'll go
Yeah,
blind.
yeah.
Stick bug.
I remember I saw one one time. I remember having that thought, like, "Holy shit, I better be careful with this."
Yeah,
and then I just
exactly.
backed up slowly, and I was like, "I'm sorry."
Praying mantises are chill though, right? They don't really fuck you up.
Well, they don't fuck you up, but they fuck each other up.
And they fuck
Yeah,
up
no, they
murder
fuck up
hornets.
Murder hornets. Yeah.
I heard murder hornet like 10 times in one day when they were like all over the news for 1 second. Yeah, but I
Everyone's
didn't.
like, oh god, something to talk about.
Dude, I think that they were used to be called like the Mexican Hornets or something like that because they were like from Mexico.
Yeah.
And then they started calling the coronavirus the Chinese virus. So then they had to change the name of they were just like, we'll just call them murder hornets.
And that's
Are
when
they
it
from
blew
Mexico?
up.
Yeah. I mean, come on, man. That can't just be racist. You know, you're like in a North American deer. You know, like, you know what I mean?
Nah, you can't say that. No,
you can't
say
say
that. You can't say whitetail either. You got to do something else.
That's a Caucasian-tailed deer.
Well, I think the the Chinese virus was like obviously political, but it wasn't wrong. I mean, it was wrong to say. It was wrong to say.
Yeah.
But it was
but like,
definitely
okay,
China.
well, how else would you like if you're thinking about it in your mind? How else did you think that Donald Trump was gonna like say it? Like the Chinese virus, you know what I'm talking about, the one that came from China.
Yeah,
you know, like
I don't think he meant anything by it. He was just like,
who the fuck?
Oh, you don't
knows?
think? I think he was trying to like pin it on China, right?
No, definitely.
He was definitely trying to pin it
there's
on
people
China.
like trying to like
Maybe.
sue China and stuff. Like I was like learning a little bit about it in the in my international law class. Like, is there a grounds for like anyone in the United States to like sue China for that? And it's like really like not really, because it's like in the past of American history, like first of all, it wasn't really their fault. And then like, yeah, they probably could have handled it differently, and they probably did like put out some disinformation and shit like that. But it's like, okay, even in 9/11, like Saudi Arabia, like, you know, those people came from over there and then fucking like blew up the towers and everything. Like, we never sued Saudi Arabia. You know, it's like, so, all right, in 9/11 we didn't do it. Like, you know,
because you can't. It's harder. You can't. It's the international law system isn't very developed, right? It's not nearly as developed as like the like.
It's like basically
within the
it's just
nation.
like for the nations, it's just like the International Court of Justice, which just like has like basically a bunch of like lawyers from all the different countries, and it's mostly like. But it's only like civilized countries, you know what I mean? So it's like America and like Europe and, you know,
You
Norway.
can't like sue, I don't know, a developing nation, right? Like,
Well, then
they
there's
won't
also
be able to do
like
anything.
the ICC, and that's like for like all the African countries. So like they're like mainly for like African countries and stuff like that. And I mean, basically, it's just. I mean, every country has sovereignty, so at the end of the day, they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah,
you know.
right.
So, but basically, they just do it for like, you know, politics and like, you know, optics and stuff. That they're gonna try to follow the rulings of what is like. What it has to do with.
So if if you have a sovereign nation, what can they not do? Like you can't genocide people.
Well, yeah, there's
right?
like maritime law, and like there's you know, the laws of war. And like for war, it's just like you have to wear a uniform, and like that distinguishes you from the civilians.
Yeah, that's the rule.
Yeah, that's literally a
good
rule.
That's a good rule, but
like in Vietnam, like they didn't do that. You know what I mean? Like they couldn't tell the difference, so they were just like, "Oh, fuck it, we're killing the kids too." You know what I mean? Because sometimes they would have guns, you know, so you couldn't really tell the difference. So they just like massacred everybody.
Doesn't Russia
it's
do
like
that?
That's kind of fucked. I'm not sure.
Russia like doesn't wear uniforms sometimes.
Yeah,
I think that was a big deal in like the invasion of Ukraine. Like they didn't wear uniforms, so like you couldn't really tell, but you know
exactly
like that.
That political science course is really paying off.
Oh yeah, dude, it's good content for the pod. Shout out to Mr. Mokiwa.
You could launch your own podcast like in tandem with oh my god, what's his name? Dan Carlin. Have you all heard of Dan Carlin?
Yeah. The hardcore history.
Yeah.
In tandem.
That would be a great companion.
Yeah,
podcast.
maybe we need to do it.
Y'all
Start
should
doing more
do
podcasts.
Histories. Yeah.
Short ones. You know, they don't have to be 3 hours long. Like
It's
Dan
just
Carlin.
somewhere- yeah, we just talk about something about that. Yeah.
I told you, talk about what you learned in class. Just it would help you learn it. It would educate the world, and you'd probably get an A.
Yeah, that's true. I got a B+. I'll take it.
Well, hey, B+ is good.
But if I would have been talking about it more, who knows?
Talking about it does help.
Yeah.
And you'd be spreading free education, you know?
Exactly.
Like,
and they're charging out the ass over here. You know, I hear that. Yeah, some of these cool schools that are like $75,000, like, you know, per semester and stuff like that. They're saying that they're just gonna like shorten the semesters like for the fall, and like some of the professors are like, yeah, I'm not showing up and stuff. And like, you're like paying like, you know, $150,000 a year. Like, it's crazy. I think that maybe this way people are gonna start like seeking some ulterior forms for like education, which I think that's pretty good.
Well, the whole point of getting an education is just so you can get a degree, right? Like
Right.
the education is like secondhand to the like paper that
Yeah,
says
because
like,
you're
I have
gonna
a degree.
probably get
I can do
training on
stuff.
the job and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
most people just want to say, okay, you are capable of going to class and passing these classes.
Yeah.
Like that's okay. We need someone that can do that at least.
Yeah,
minimum
exactly.
requirement, right?
Do it.
Yeah.
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 All right, what we got next, Robbie?
So it's your favorite segment. It's time for that time. Good dog or bad dog. Send in your submissions.
Fuck you! I hate
to-
this segment.
Send in your submissions to Nice Dog
What
Podcast
dumbass
at
came up with this concept
gmail.com.
for a fucking segment?
Or
of
send a
it?
hotline at 225-347-5914. All right, we've got Euro pop music.
Bad dog or the good dog?
All right. Oh yeah.
So this is Yolal Jabug with
Kus Tansle. Oh yeah.
eh,
All right, is this going anywhere?
Yeah. This was it. That's all they had. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh.
Dude, this is like a fucking terrible version of a reggae song, dude.
No, dude, Euro pop is a style of pop music that originated in Europe during the late 1960s. It developed to today's form throughout the late 1970s.
What language is this?
I don't know what language this is, but it came from Belgium, Denmark, France, Finland, Germany, Ireland, Italy, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Romania.
All right, which one?
Fuck this, man.
To be honest, it has a vibe.
I like it. I like it. I
I
like it.
fucking hate that shit, man.
Oh, come on. That looks
All right.
a great time, Austin. If
No.
that came on,
You would not hop to that at a club.
No, dude. I like, like the Ting Day,
the what?
The Ting Day.
The Ting Day.
It's a song by artist who I cannot say his name because I will get in trouble. But let's just say that
What does
his
it rhyme
name
with?
His name is N-Word Mikey on Spotify. I didn't pick his name. All right, that was all
Well,
him.
How else is he supposed to like?
Can I hit
feel like-
Yeah.
How is he supposed to market his music?
Yeah,
I don't know.
He's got very specific target audience.
Not, to be fair, he's not doing great so far. I mean,
Yeah,
he doesn't
that's
have
probably
like
why.
he's a kind of an unknown artist from Jamaica. He's got a couple of hits, and one of them is the Ting Day, and it's kind of like Ting Day, and then you kind of just say like anything, and then something is a Ting Day.
All right, can we actually watch this? Can we hear this? I'm interested in now.
It's on Spotify, is where I heard it.
Is that-
Austin,
is
this
that
has got to
his-
be a dream. This isn't real. You didn't.
Dude, I swear to
that
God.
guy.
I mean, I have no way to prove it to y'all right now, but I'll burn it to a CD for the next podcast. I promise you. It's a real song.
This guy's
Look,
underground.
wait, can I just play it off my phone? Into
Yeah,
the
you
mic
can probably
real
play it
quick?
off your phone.
Okay. Oh yeah, but by the way, that song was a bad dog.
Thank you. Yeah. What do you think?
I thought good dog. I liked it.
Good dog. Good dog. Good dog.
All right, here is Ting Day by.
Oh, give me a second, dude. You gotta keep it going. Let's see.
We'll do this one real fast. This is a wholesome one. Good dog, bad dog.
Oh, look.
Oh, yep, that's the name.
All right, it's loading up.
His name is in fact.
I'm dedicated to our Jamaican thing there. And if that nigga might think I'm just thing there. So just follow me, man. Yeah, come now. Me got the thing there. Yes, me got the thing there. Me got the thing there. Me got the thing there.
Yeah, that's a ripper.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
All right, now compare that to the bullshit that we just listened to. This is repetitive, but it's good. That was repetitive and just like.
I'm gonna be honest. The dancers didn't even look like they were having a good time.
I don't know. They were like, it's like
they
a,
were
it's
busy getting.
They're
Yeah.
like doing one of those numbers.
I mean, I still can't dance like that, so they do more than I can. But I would never be on a set like that. There's no
Dude,
way.
I wish I could dance better, man.
I had that thought a lot in high school, and I never did anything about it. I was like, man, I should be able to dance better than this. Can't do it. My hips don't work that way.
I think that I don't know if I have the capability to make it work.
I think we do. We have no clue how to do it, and it's so hard. No one's going to teach us. Because
Yeah, I feel like that
it's
if
painful to teach
maybe if I
someone.
just if I had like a few classes, I feel like I could be a lot better.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
dude,
but
whenever
what
I get
class would you
fucked
take?
up, I dance a lot. Like
Yeah.
the most. Oh my god, dude.
Austin, you need to record yourself, give yourself a tutorial when you're hammered.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
Play it when you're
Get it on sober and then just act like that. No, it doesn't look good, but like I'm into it enough to where
Yeah.
like people can still vibe off of it, which
Yeah.
is also a thing, you know?
That's good. Yeah, no, I've tried to dance, and like my girlfriend, like she always wants to try to teach me how to do it because she can dance pretty well. And then she's like, yeah, we'll try it. And then I try it, and then about 10 seconds in, she's like, okay, maybe we just try another day because this isn't going well.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, and I don't try anymore. You know? I'm good at a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's
I have
what you gotta
plenty of
think
other
of.
good things. I just will avoid dancing at all costs.
Ooh,
No
baby.
weddings, no more dances.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you just avoid those things.
Yeah, I mean, prom and cotillion are out the window.
They're
So
gone.
really,
They're
what else
gone.
do you
It's not
have?
worth it.
I have
Mardi Gras balls?
I have Mardi Gras, and if I'm hammered, I can do Mardi Gras.
Yeah,
balls.
exactly.
I'll be okay with that.
Yeah.
Up next is wholesome snowballs. Are you a fan or
Yeah, dude, the snowballs are fucking good, dude. But the thing is, you gotta
that
get
summer heat?
you gotta get the condensed milk on top of your snowball, or I think you're just fucking up, dude.
And that's what that squirt is on the top left corner.
Yeah,
It's like- it's
exactly.
just like-
Have you ever found a snowball stand that gives free condensed milk?
no.
No.
I found one time. It was on like Plank Road, and they gave you free condensed milk, and the line was 1,000,000 miles long.
Oh, dude, revolts would probably be starting. Fist fights. People
All
would be
that.
disowning their children for that condensed
Dude.
milk. dude.
Robbie, is it possible I can throw this into the ring for this? I'm curious about this for this good dog, bad dog, something that's been on my mind that I just
Yeah.
found out about.
Audible good dog, bad dog. Here we go.
Popeyes just came out with delivery, and it is not through like Grubhub or anything like that. It's Popeyes delivery,
What?
like as if Papa John's was doing delivery.
I like this. I like this already. All right, since it was your topic, I'm gonna say good dog. I like that a lot. I want to see a nice Southern kind black woman come out of that car with a bucket of Popeyes chicken. Here you go.
These people made this video about like what Popeyes delivery would be like, and they also made a video of like what Chick-fil-A delivery would be like. I don't know if we can find those, but eventually we definitely gotta watch those, dude. They had me rolling.
Really?
Like, okay, the Popeyes guy like rolls up, and then he's like, "Here's your food, man." And then they're like, "Dude, what the hell's going on? You're 3 hours late." And then he's like, "Man, you look, we came at all, dumbass motherfucker." Like, and then it's like, "Well, do you at least have my drink?" He's like, "You didn't order no drink?" He's like, "Yeah, I did, dude. It's like I ordered a Sprite. It's right here." And he's like, "Man, get that shit out of here." It's like,
That's so what it would be like.
yeah, this is it.
Here, damn.
Bro, I ordered this 3 hours ago, bro. What's going on?
And we here now, and we. Okay then, and you better leave a tip. Shit.
Where my drink at?
You did not order no drink. You better go on.
Bro, yes, I
somewhere.
did. I ordered a Sprite.
Nigga, you didn't order no drink. I told you that. What are you talking about?
Order is right here. It says
Man, you better get that phone out of my face. What are you talking about? Talking about he ordered a drink. You
Bro,
better-
is my sauce in here at least?
Do you not have sauce in the kitchen?
I asked y'all for barbecue sauce.
It don't matter what the fuck you asked for. Do you have sauce in the kitchen? Yes or no? Yes. Okay then. That's what I'm saying.
And why y'all parking my yard? Why is he
Bro,
here?
you asking the wrong question.
Bro, stop getting loud with us, bro. Who you getting loud with?
It's all right, bro. Calm down, bro. I'm not playing with you, bro. Don't worry about us, man. You lucky we even came, stupid ass. What? Get to knock your ass out.
Oh my god.
Someone knock your ass out. Dude, because that is true. Like, Popeyes is delicious, but you go to that drive-thru, they're like, "Oh, yeah, the ice machine isn't working." You're like, "What?" The ice machine? Like, what? You don't have ice? Like,
And
yeah,
they're like, what? You want to fight about it? I asked for extra ranch one time, and I got the fuck? Take it? No, never mind. Never mind. Yes.
So, what do y'all think about the Popeyes delivery? You still say good dog?
I still say good dog. I think that would be fucking dope.
Good dog.
No middleman. Cut it out the middleman. Good dog as well.
Good dog.
Up next, looting, and we actually have one video to go. It shows one man that stops a whole crowd of looters. Isn't this nuts? This one guy's just like, "Hey guys, this might be a bad idea. Let's turn around, guys." He's like, Excuse me. You put your hammer down.
Damn, he's the only one?
Yeah, and it's pretty... I don't know if this is fake. He has a white shirt on. Everyone else has a black shirt on. He's like, hey, put it down. You don't need to do this. Something obviously happens to make people scatter a little bit. Internet
Yeah,
fucker.
see, I feel like there's a lot of people that are out there that like did all this shit like in the heat of the moment, and like they think that they're never gonna get arrested for it, like blowing up cop cars and stuff like that. But then, you know, whenever it comes down to it, there's so much video and shit out there. They're gonna get charged for these crimes eventually. Just because you didn't get caught on the spot doesn't mean you can't be charged. So yeah, like, you know, you can't just be like out there no mask blowing up a fucking police car. I mean, that's sick. You know, like that's pretty metal, but. You know, I mean, you might get in trouble or like lose your job.
Some of these
something.
people aren't used to it. Now, can we pull that back up? You can't just pull shit like that and not expect us to. Cop seeks man who stabbed Popeyes delivery man.
Oh my fucking god!
So someone's I haven't even heard of this, and someone's already been stabbed. From Popeyes delivery. Like, it hasn't been out. Like this is just the test trial.
In the past 30 seconds.
The first one we did.
Yeah. Damn it,
We're
my
scratching
chicken.
it. No more.
Shit, that's insane.
Dude.
Oh my god. Well, looting, good dog or bad dog?
All right.
Bad dog or the good dog?
I don't think I'm at liberty, or not at liberty. I don't think I have the information to say yes or no.
You can't think too hard on good dog, bad dog.
Yeah. All right. I would say bad dog off the bat.
Bad dog.
But I heard someone say that the looting is a way to express that cops can't stop the people if they truly want to do something. Like,
I mean,
and I'm not sure if I agree with that. I haven't thought about it that hard.
Yeah,
but that's what I.
Yeah, that's the other side of the argument,
Right.
you know. And then the other side of the argument is like, you can't be stealing people's stuff.
Yeah,
right.
But I mean, you can especially by destroying like the police cars and the police station and stuff like that. That's how you say I'm unhappy with the cops. You know what I mean?
If you get a bunch of people doing that, you're like, okay, it's not just one renegade dude doing this.
Right.
It's like a whole group of people that feel this way.
Yeah, this is a hard good dog, bad dog. The fans need to stop.
Yeah, let's
These
not.
are like way.
This is not a political answer at all. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's a funny podcast.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So you know, let's do more snowballs and stuff like that and Europop music.
If y'all, all right.
Good dog.
Dude, okay. People have been talking about it forever. They finally released on Apple Music now. You can search for keywords that are just in a podcast that someone just said. So before we know it, just like YouTube and everything, like I was trying to look up like some conspiracy theory videos late at night last night. YouTube, it's fucked. Like there's nothing on there that you would find mildly interesting or that you didn't already know. Like it's not a good platform like for these all of the stuff is so watered down, it's almost become like TV would be. Like, you know, like they're never going to show you some like actual crazy conspiracy theory on TV, you know what I mean? But they'll be like, was the moon landing real?
Yeah,
like, you know, like were aliens? Did they build the pyramids? You know, but they're not going to be like, oh, like did this politician donate like, you know, this much money to this country, like and this and that and like stuff that actually matters. And like
They don't have that on YouTube?
No, dude, they've taken all that stuff down. And
They
now
take it down?
No, but where you can't, you can find stuff like that is on podcasts because there's no way to really scrub the content of a podcast yet, you know, because it's like it's just an RSS feed and can be on like any platform. But now Apple Podcasts just introduced that you can search in beta, you can search keywords from a podcast. So they're gonna just take all these, they're just gonna search for keywords, stuff like that. And I think that the freedom of podcasts is gonna be taken over by that, at least for certain platforms, like, you know, the most popular ones probably.
We'll be here fighting it every inch of the way. If I have to, we'll start making code names for stuff.
We'll wear Guy Fawkes masks and we'll be like, hello,
Yeah.
we are here for the Nice Dog Podcast. We are very powerful. We are numerous. We are a legion.
I don't know what would be some words that you can't say, like that guy's name, George Floyd. That's his name.
I'm sure he'd say that. Can't say maybe certain politicians' names.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea what the parameters are going to be,
Wait,
but like basically, I mean, YouTube and Twitter and all those other stuff have found a way to, you know, it'll probably be they'll just search for certain keywords and then have someone manually looking at stuff that pops up with those keywords to see the context and just take down content that they don't like, you know?
Yeah.
They don't like or like they think are like lies. Like, you know how they've been flagging Trump's tweets and stuff?
Oh,
'Cause they're
yeah.
like, that's dangerous to say that. So now we're going to say something about it. Like,
yeah, I don't know. It'll
like
probably
that?
be something similar to that, but I just think that it sets like a scary precedent. It's like podcasts are one of the last places that you can really truly say whatever you want, and there's no real filter on the language. I mean, you could literally say anything you want and post a podcast.
Sure.
But like I don't think that that's going to be going on for too much longer. Which I don't know. I mean, the thing is that, yeah, if somebody's saying something that you don't like, you don't have to listen to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's probably better to give them an outlet to say what they want, so at least you can figure out what they understand. That's at least probably less dangerous. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody was like, if somebody is a white supremacist, wouldn't you rather know about it?
Well, yeah, what if they, instead of taking shit down, they just said, like, they had a little thing that said, like, we don't think this is true, just so you know. Like,
Right.
You can still listen to it, but, like, it's probably not a good thing
Like
to listen
Instagram does this, like false information.
Yeah.
And I think that it's usually stuff that's like already a joke, like that's like a meme or something like that. And they're like, this isn't true. Like, you know, it's like, oh, like putting sugar in your gas tank will give you like an extra 30 miles per gallon or something.
It's funny.
It's like, yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, if you're not like, you know, stupid, then you'll just know that that's a joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. Some people are pretty young and
Like,
stupid.
did you know that your PS4 also doubles as a waffle maker? Like, you know, like stuff like that. It's like, or they're like, yeah, these little caps on your tires are RFID trackers that the government uses to track you. Snip them off to stay safe. Like, yeah. It's like, okay, yeah, like if you get fooled by that, kind of deserve it.
I think you're right. I agree.
I agree.
Damn.
So, did you know? Did you know that an unnamed 9-year-old Girl Scout sold over 300 boxes of Girl Scout cookies in 6 hours?
Outside of a weed dispensary.
Outside of a marijuana dispensary. She followed the footsteps of someone else that did it, but she basically broke records and shit. 300 boxes in 6 hours.
That's brilliant. That's a smart girl.
And that's a smart.
That's marketing right there.
That is marketing.
Fuck Walmart. You know, people are already going in. You can buy the fucking Walmart cookies, the Girl Scout cookies in the Walmart. You know.
Yeah.
Now you know you gotta be innovative.
The weed dispensary that did it, they put in their caption like, "Come get your Girl Scout cookies with some Girl Scout cookies."
Dude, hell yeah.
I think the Girl Scouts and like weed dispensaries should definitely like partner together. They
Yeah.
would sell. They would both do so well.
Obviously.
That's such
They
a
would-
that's
so-
a matchup you didn't see coming.
Yeah.
Girl
the girls
Scouts
like,
and
wow,
weed.
they just love these cookies.
Didn't the Boy Scouts of America like shut down or something like that?
I don't know. Their popcorn sucks.
Dude,
yeah,
I
it's
was
not
pissed
good.
that we had to. I was like, why can't we sell the cookies at the Girl Scouts? And I was like,
Yeah.
no, that's their thing. Let them
Give
have
it time. The popcorn will come up. It never did, buddy.
I mean, yeah, cheddar.
Yeah, come on.
Oh,
It's just not the most pleasing snack for sure.
fuck no.
It's okay.
It's
But
all
cookies
right.
are much better.
Cookies are a lot
Cookies are better, yeah.
Bad dog or the
Yeah,
good dog?
I'd rather pop my own. I don't want popcorn that got shipped up to me on a truck.
Yeah.
You know?
It was popped weeks ago, and it's been like glazed, and like the glaze is good, but it's pretty stale.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a whole different thing.
Like
You
they have
just
that whole
the
they have that
caramel.
whole ass popcorn store, like in the
Yeah.
mall.
Yeah, like the gourmet popcorns. I've had
Yeah.
enough gourmet popcorns that I can't do it.
Yeah, dude.
And they put crack in those fucking Girl Scout cookies. I tell you what. But I don't know. That's all we've got here.
All right, man.
Yeah.
I think it was a fucking great podcast. Thank you, Dr. Cox, for coming on. It's always a
Anytime.
pleasure.
Thank you, Doctor.
And peace out, stupid bitch.
We'll be back next Monday.